Ah!
We did it.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
So we had a little technical.
Everyone.
If it confused anybody. Oh, it's this that's playing. I'm hearing the music still. It's here.
I feel like a fairy.
So we had a little technical difficulty there at the beginning. Sorry if you all of a sudden it got shut down. It wasn't you. It was me. So my apologies for that. I kept the girls on their toes.
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Yes.
Hello, hello.
Hey everyone. Let's say okay. So I first wanted to say thank you, Kelly, for I don't know if you're watching, but I got the sweetest message from Kelly. I don't know. I think I sent you both a message. So thank you so much.
Nice.
Thank you. Very nice. And I'll do mine. I saw here that Mag had sent some stars. We're always appreciative of that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you to everybody who sent stars and super chat on YouTube.
Yes, thank you very much.
All that.
We do a little roll call here. Andrea. Hello, Jennifer.
Hi.
Deb, Sherry. Another Deb, Susanna. Portugal.
Ooh.
Donna, hello.
Hi to Portugal.
Oh,
and Byron, hello, Byron.
Hi, Byron.
Oh, hey, Byron. Hey, Joe.
Deb, just ask your questions, type them, and we'll get to them. Hello, Tracy. Here, let's jump on this one as we see it.
Depending on what you talk, you mean to drink?
I'm going to assume in the icing, probably.
The icing, yeah.
We're working with royal icing today, so you have to use water because the fat in the milk doesn't really work with the egg whites and the icing. So when working with royal, you have to use water.
And it might spoil too, right? Shelf life. What do you think? Raw milk?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry, June, I messed you up.
Yeah, that was our fault, June. Sorry.
Hello.
What's the best way to get?
Thank you.
Firefly. I love fireflies.
A ton of messages jumped in, and then like I lost where I was.
Oh.
So we're just doing a little quick roll call. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Rochester. I lived there for a summer.
Hello, Laval. That's close to me. We're getting snow right now. So
do we have anyone from Spain here? Do we have anyone on a call from Spain? Jersey. Oh, New Jersey. You got lots of snow, New Jersey.
Favorite cookies. My favorite cookies to decorate are sugar cookies. I flavor mine with cardamom and vanilla bean and orange zest. For eating, I like just plain old chocolate chip cookies.
I have to say that's a tried and true recipe.
Mm-hmm.
I like. Do you do the freezing of the raw cookie balls for to do like a fresh? No, you don't do that.
And then what?
Well, you make your dough, you put it like you ball it up, put on a cookie sheet, freeze it. So then you have like raw balls to bake.
I have to say my favorite is probably Linzer. I like jam.
Yes, I like those too. But I like them when they're hot out of the oven, Amber, the chocolate chip cookies. So that's why I do that.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
What do you have, like an asbestos throat or something? How do you eat a hot cookie? Like hot?
Well, I don't just pour the lava into my mouth. I bake it and then I let it cool slightly. Then I eat it. My son, however, he probably eats at lava level. It comes out of the oven. It's like, oh, I have cookies. And he's like, just hurry up. What is she's always watching? But the stars aren't available. Yes, that's true. It's not monetized yet. So if you want to go follow Dessert Network, we'd appreciate it. We need 10,000 followers over there. Hello, Sarah from Mexico.
Hola from Mexico. Hi. Have any of you used vodka on any frosting?
Yeah, I'm gonna do that today. So we'll talk about that.
To answer your question. So if you miss anything in the live that you want to rewatch, you can. They're saved and you can rewatch them in a live playlist.
Maybe we can address this. We are not.
I'm SweetAmbs, Amber.
Oh, we don't have our. I think
know there's no names.
Oh, the names are there. Where did our names go?
Maybe it comes back when there's no comment there, or how does that work?
Oh, maybe it's because when we put our cameras in, maybe it's here. Let's. No, it's not showing
that.
So
maybe we can introduce each other. So no, we are not.
We're just assuming that everybody just knows us.
Yeah, we should do a little intro.
Okay, so go. Who are you again?
Yeah, who are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm Amber. My cookie business is called SweetAmbs, short for Sweet Amber, basically. Oh, there's our names. See, it goes away.
Oh, yeah. Okay, it goes in and in. Okay, so there you go.
I decorate cookies and I create video tutorials and I teach classes online. That's me. And I go live with these two ladies every Friday.
Like this, Amber, because you're down there, you can. And then am I going this way? And who's this?
Okay, so I'm Hani. I have a blog and I've been decorating cookies for over a decade, 12 years now. Haniela's. Name Haniela's comes from my grandfather called me Haniela, so I just decided to use that. And we've known each other with these two ladies for how long? I think I've known Marlene longer than I know Amber. I think Marlene, 2008?
I couldn't even tell you a guess.
2008, I think, Flickr. And then I think with Amber, we started, I remember we would do a lot of these blog hops, remember?
Yeah.
We would do a lot of like Easter
extravaganza
and all these. And we've been friends for a long time now.
And we have never met in person.
We have never met in person. I've met Marlene.
I've met a couple times.
Yeah, at CookieCon. So here, this is my handle on Facebook. Oh no, that's my cookie. Here it is. I have it at the bottom. There's the ticker. So if you see the ticker there at the bottom, that's everybody's handle. So you can find us there. Because Karen's asking. So that's our kind of, if you want to find us. And I'm Marlene of Montreal Confections. And we're just crazy about cookies, all three of us. And so we found ourselves via the internet, found each other, I should say, via the internet. Because the internet's a great place to kind of find people with like ideas. And, that's kind of how it happened. And then we got a pandemic. And so now we're doing this.
Yeah, we've been doing it since April, I think. Now, I was looking at the pictures from last year. In April, we started doing we did the first live on Facebook. Remember?
We do this every Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and also, Mara, you go live on Tuesdays as well, right?
On Tuesdays, yes. So hello. Oh, here.
Sorry.
Hello from Switzerland. Hi, little friend. All right, so what are we going to do today?
Last explanation. So it's a lot for three of us to decorate in one kind of sitting. So two of us decorate and one of us sits out. So today's my day off. The pressure's on. Han and Amber.
I'm actually not going to decorate today.
Oh.
But I will show you how I like to go about designing. Today I bought a cutter. This is an Easter cutter. It's a lady bunny, right? I thought it was really cute. It reminded me of a doll, like a bunny doll. So I'm going to try and show you how I like to go about designing a cookie, and then maybe next time I will decorate it. show
that's
you.
a good idea. I keep waiting for the Buster cookie. It's
Uh,
not
oh, Buster. Sorry, Buster. Oh,
right, Amber. Wouldn't that make sense?
yes. Well, the Buster is coming as soon as. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better. I mean, you can see that most of the
Looks good.
swelling is kind of gone, so we're getting there. And Buster is going to come to life hopefully soon. Hi. This is Buster. He's our regular as well. He's been for a couple months.
He keeps the chair warm while hanging on her camera.
Yes.
Denise is asking if we can add a little corn syrup to the icing.
Yes, you can. I have done it, and it's if you're looking for icing with a softer bite, you can use corn syrup. I wouldn't add too much. I would say quarter cup or 1/3 of a cup per one batch of royal icing. And by one batch, I mean a batch made with 2 pounds of powdered sugar. So that's what I would normally do if I do use corn syrup.
I just want to address here Autumn. Is that how you'd say that name? I think so. This is a good question because the red food color is often an issue for people. Amber, you want to take that one or?
Yeah, so it some of the brands of like the darker colors, red and black, can taste really bad. And they don't work very well, so then you end up with gray or pink icing instead of black or red. So you want to use like a good brand like a Chef Master and Wilton Color Right. But the Wilton in the jars is not the best for the dark colors. So try to get that set of 8 colors. They're in little jars. It's called Color Right. And those are super concentrated, so you don't have to add too much. And they don't have that weird, like, kind of permanent marker taste to them, which a lot of those colors can have. So you just want to make sure you're using a good brand.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to find. I don't know where you are in the world. I know it's sometimes not easy. But pink hearts aren't bad for Valentine's Day. If you get an actual pink food gel, they make a prettier pink than a faded red, don't you think, Amber? Like,
oh, sure, yeah.
It looks a little bit. There's got like a little bit more brightness to the color. I find when the red is just washed out, it's not as nice.
Yeah, it depends on, because I have used red to make pink for certain color palettes. If you do want it to be more of a muted pink, you can use red for that.
So, Han, are you ready?
Oh, well, yeah, okay, yes, I'm starting. All right, so I'm going to jump over to my.
You ready? So yes. We'll go back to the questions after Amber. Han, I'm getting you two mixed up. Han is going to share how she designs a brand new cookie cutter. She's going to share how she does it. So that's important part of cookie decorating.
This was, I have to say, $4.50 or something like that.
So Han is in Spain. So if you're in the U.S., I don't think you'd be able to find that cutter locally.
Yeah, this is a cutter. It's very sturdy, I have to say. It's super sturdy. I think you can cut it both ways. So what I generally like to do when I'm
before you start, can we change the layout?
Oh yes, sorry. There we go. Bigger.
Okay, can you see well?
Yeah.
All right. So what I like to do, I'm just going to trace the outline first. I'm using a regular pencil here and just, plain white paper. And I might do this for Easter, I think. It's cute. All right. Oftentimes what I will do if I want to design cookies with the same cutter, what I'll trace several of them, and then I copy everything on my printer so I don't have to, so that I can see that you are not seeing the outline. So I'm going to go over it with black just so you can see better. Then you want to use your colored pencils. You can do the questions if you want. I mean, it's It'll take me a little.
Okay, so Joseph's asking about our websites. I have them scrolling at the bottom. I added them at the bottom, so you can see them there. Thank you. I also use AmeriColor. I mean, it's very good. I think you use AmeriColor too.
Yes, I use a AmeriColor brand, also Chef Master, and some of the Amber. What's the Wilton Color Right?
Yeah. Color
Yes,
Right.
that's concentrated, and Master Elite. It's a powdered food coloring that I have, but I have not been using it much because yeah, I haven't tested it extensively yet. So hopefully this year. All right, so this is my outline, and you can go. I'm going to do. I guess I have in my head several designs, but I'll do one.
I see a Christmas tree. Do you see the Christmas tree?
I do see a Christmas tree with a bow and like with some kind of a maybe a bell or something. Yeah, I do see a Christmas tree. Weirdly, I saw that as well. So these are arms. So what you can do, you can go create your arms. And
So
this is going to be a skirt.
When you're
Yes?
designing, do you like leave a little bit of edge on your drawing for to represent the cookie, just so you know that you know if you're doing small details?
My designs are very, yeah. I don't really usually do that. I know what you mean. So you usually go like on
yeah.
Here. Yeah, I don't really do that. I kind of keep in mind that it will have a little bit of an edge.
Yeah.
This is just for I guess for me to do like have a reference. It's not going to be like a precise design. Maybe like it's just going to be like a rough sketch what I would do. Not super detailed, maybe. All right, so now I'm going to do, so my little doll is going to have a skirt and a shirt, maybe. Okay, and so I thought on this design it would be cute if the skirt was made with ruffles. So for that I would use 101 tip. So what I do, I will do a little mark and then I will put 101 tip. So I know what these little ruffles represent.
Does anybody, can everybody hear? I just got this message from Courtney.
Oh, okay.
Sound okay?
Okay, so here I'm thinking of doing a bow, and this could be a transfer. Little bow, you can make that ahead of time and just pop it on when it's done.
So it seems like people can hear, so that's good.
The thing with ruffles is I'm going to be using stiff oil icing. So when that is done, I can press that into the icing a little bit. So this is going to be transfer. So I have that. And then we have the legs. And for the legs, I think I'm going to shape them so they are rounder. So she can have nice shoes. And this will be filled with something, I don't know, maybe I'll use some sprinkles. And maybe another bow here. And then on the top, I'm thinking polka dot. What do you think?
Yeah, that would be cute.
So I usually start in the middle with polka dots when I do that on cookies. So just want to stagger them. Here one. Here.
So I just want to mention, if you're a beginner, what Han is doing there is pretty much essential to having a successful experience actually decorating cookies. Because if you show up the morning and you don't know what color you're making, you don't know what sprinkles you need, it's just not going to go as smoothly.
And for the ears, I will probably brush a thin layer of icing onto the ears, onto this section. So I can put brushed icing. So
Here's a
now
question.
this is the first thing I will decorate. I will do the ears. So I will brush. I'll probably do this light pink. I think most of the time it's light pink. So I'll brush that on, and then I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'll do the head, the whole head, in one piece.
So Han, hold on a second. So Little Faye's asking about royal icing transfers. So
Transfers.
so
Okay,
just
maybe
ask,
more specific question. Okay.
she's just asking how to store them because you're saying in your design there that you're going to use royal icing.
Yeah. I would make these. You can make these now and use them for Easter or even Christmas. You can make little bows and flowers or anything now, and you pipe them on either wax paper or parchment. Both of those should work, and then you let the icing dry, preferably overnight, and then you can remove them from the packing paper. Actually, I think I should have here. I should have some transfers here. So this is a transfer. These are both
so cute.
and these are all transfers that I made. And
look at those little plaques.
These actually, okay, so this is, you can find how to make these on my Patreon. I made these for a tutorial on Patreon. But here are the ones that are still attached to the wax paper. So you see, oops, this is dry icing. And what you do, you simply go like this, carefully, because these can be fragile. And then so this is a transfer that you can then use on your cookies. This would be great for a gift tag, maybe on a Christmas cookie, or I used it on a mason jar, but these are done differently. This is a different technique. You can see that these are flat. Can you see that?
Yeah.
And these are not. These are not. These are piped, and these are actually stenciled. So that's a transfer, and you can. These can be made in a number of shapes. Royal icing flowers. There are also transfers, and little bows are also. You can make those as transfers as well. So this is the first design, and now we're gonna do face. So I'm gonna really keep this simple. I'm going to. If you're a beginner and you're struggling with the eyes, what you can do, you can use a marker. Like marker, and make giant closed eyes like she's dreaming. And then we're gonna do little nose, which is basically just a triangle. And you can also use a marker for the nose and marker for the mouth. If you want, you can use a little bit of blush on the cheeks here, and that's usually done with petal dust. Bilton has nice petal dust that is pink, or what do you use for the petal dust?
I use the Wilton pink for cheeks.
Yeah, so you can use a little petal dust, and what you do, you have to let everything dry before you add the petal dust. You can use a Q-tip to apply petal dust, clean Q-tip obviously, or you can use a brush, small brush will work as well. And then if you want, you can color this out, I usually either color it or I leave it plain and then I play with my colors. Sometimes I start with the colors and then I design based on colors. Today I'm doing the opposite. I'm designing shapes and then coloring. What else can we add? You can also add, and I thought there was let me show you. You can also add a headband here if you wanted to, and then make these as royal icing transfers as well, little flowers. Or I did here, I love gingham.
Yeah.
So that's like my favorite thing for Easter. I think it's so perfect because you can do this in different colors, and this could be airbrushed. So for this, you would do the dress first, let that dry, and then airbrush it. You could use different colors. Here are little buttons that you can make as well as royal icing transfers. So this is a really nice cutter, but Let me just ask you, yeah?
Sherry's asking the consistency that you would use to do your little rabbit.
Little bows, I would do 22nd or even thicker, because these are so small, and you could even use like thick icing. I think Amber has used thick icing on her bows as well, and she would shape it.
Yeah.
Toothpick, like dipped in cornstarch, right? So it wouldn't stick. And maybe you can source out already made like sprinkles that are this size. You know? What I wanted to say that this cutter, although I made it facing front, I think it's a side, isn't it? When you look at it, no? Like I feel like this should be at the nose.
Oh, really?
No, Mar, what do you think?
I pictured
Well,
it
no, because of the placement of the arms. It would be.
Oh yeah, that's arms. Yeah, because it's a little misshaped. I was looking at it like, okay, maybe
you could somehow make that a side view. That would be cute too.
Maybe it got crushed in the bin.
Yeah, probably did.
Well, this was the last one I saw on.
Well, that's why, because it has a wonky head. The person didn't want to buy it.
Maybe. Another design that I thought would be really nice. This would be like a really cute, very delicate design. It's with the eyelet. I love eyelet, and I think Amber also is a big fan of eyelet. So what you would leave this. You would first do the openings and let that crust for a little bit, and then you would flood everything. So this would have the cookie exposed, and then you can add little dots around it and just make a really nice thin bow here. So it would be kind of like a dainty design, and then this one could have the headband. This is wet on wet. Another idea. I think I froze.
No, we can see you.
You're fine.
Oh yeah. Oh, my phone is frozen. Okay. So this is wet on wet, popular as well, super easy to do. You can do stripes, you can do anything with these. I think I'm going to do several designs of these for Easter.
That'll be nice.
So yeah, and color-wise, I mean, if you're just starting out, I would say do 3 colors, or maybe 4 color stops, so you don't overwhelm yourselves.
Yeah, exactly. The prep can be very long. Speaking of that, I have a question from Melody here. I know you aren't on this particular topic, but can you save royal icing that has been bagged in the correct consistency, but after a day of developing, the consistency is too runny?
Yeah, I would say it really depends on how runny it is. I often, when this happens, I will often massage the bag. By massaging, I mean I really like use my fingers to get in there and try to bring it to the same consistency. If you have a weak bag, you're going to risk that the bag is going to puncture when you are piping, because oftentimes we put too much pressure on these. So I would suggest that you need to remix it. Actually, you probably will get the best result remixing it, to be honest. Like if it's really watery, like reds and sometimes purple will separate fairly quickly. So I would suggest that you remix it for the best results.
There's a question for you, Amber. You see that?
A question for Amber, I think.
What do you do to get your lighter colors when you paint? Amber's the one that paints the most.
Yeah, just add more vodka or whatever alcohol you're using to make it a lighter color.
Oh, I was also thinking of doing, I've seen this on, I don't know what her name is. I think she's Italian. Manu? I'm going to do felt. I'm going to try to do a felt bunny. Manu used powdered sugar. Have you tried it? Where you let the icing dry, and then I think you brush a thin layer of icing on the dry icing, and then you dump colored powdered sugar on it, and then you dust it up.
Oh, I haven't tried that.
Texture. So that's something that I also wanted to try, maybe on and you could make the bodies could be done in white. I mean, you have white, gray would be nice. Maybe some ivory. So you really have a lot of options with these. So that's my 2 cents, I think, on this subject. And you can obviously go more detailed. And what I would recommend that you make notes for yourselves. what you are doing, because
Right.
if you do 10 of these, I guarantee you, by the time you're done with the 10, you will forget, oh, what was I going to do with this?
Mm-hmm.
The transfer is this, airbrush detail or stencil joy icing. So yeah, write the notes down so you know what you were thinking at the time when you were designing it, so you don't forget.
Here's another question about painting.
Drop spool, maybe.
Is that about painting or just the icing itself?
I would have assumed it was painting. I've never had my icing.
I read some people add a few drops of blue to make real
That's really
icing.
interesting.
Oh, it's not blue. It's not blue. It's purple, actually.
Really?
Yes, you add purple to. Well, if you're royal icing, I'm going to jump over here. If you're this is usually done in buttercream, because when you use butter, real butter in buttercream, your butter is yellowish color.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's yellowish color, but you have to add like minuscule amount of purple to make it white. And I have done it, and it does work. I have not tried it with royal icing. I've never had issues people asking me for like bright royal icing. It doesn't bother me at all if it's a little off white.
Right.
But yes, purple.
Oh yeah,
That's
here
cool.
Jennifer's saying it too. I've never heard of that. But we're working in royal icing, not buttercream, so there's the.
But sometimes buttercream can be like people, depending on the meringue powder. When you use different brands, I know people have told me that their royal icing wasn't as white as they wanted to, or even vanilla. If you're using good vanilla extract, it's brown.
Yeah, my icing is always a little bit off-white because I use real vanilla.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why sometimes people would tell me that they use Wilton has a clear vanilla, but I don't think that's a real vanilla. It's
imitation, so it tastes different. But if you want a really nice bright icing, then you would use that.
Here, last question before Amber starts here. Han, you've done this.
I've done the real strawberry puree, which is fantastic. It's like eating ice cream. I've done no, it's so good. Don't make it because you'll be eating it more than decorating with it. I've done it. You have to be careful to strain all the seeds out, and all the like. There shouldn't be any like fibrous, material in it. No, I'm not. Stop it. But it works. The only thing is because of the natural coloring in strawberries, you will have the icing will be slightly like pinkish color. It will not be white. So I don't know if you can amend it by adding white gel food coloring to it. I wouldn't, because I wouldn't. You can also use raspberries. Blueberries are tougher because blueberries, the color is very muted, and it's like actually not that pretty, I have to say. So I would stick with either raspberries or strawberries if I was to use that puree. I haven't used the emulsion, I have to say. I only use the real stuff.
Like the bakery emulsions, you mean?
Yeah, I haven't used the strawberry. No, strawberry one. No.
I've used a couple.
You have used what?
I've used a couple different ones. Like the lemon, the butter vanilla one is so good. The raspberry doesn't taste more like cough medicine a little bit, so I use that one. But some of them are so good. I really love. And the flavor is like amazing.
The cough syrup cookies might be a good way to acclimate the kids to cough syrup.
No, the kids for some reason, love the taste of it anyway.
Do they like cough syrup?
I remember loving it. I don't know.
Little fair. Okay, so yes, it is. Albumin is the dried egg white. It's not meringue powder. Meringue powder is already like mixed with different stabilizers that you don't have to then add. If you are using how do you pronounce it? I don't know, albumin. How do you?
Albumin.
Yes, thank you. I have a hard time with that. You have to add other things to meringue to it to make it meringue powder. Meringue powder has cornstarch to prevent kicking. It has cream of tartar, and I don't know if it has any other
Has some
stabilizers.
flavors like
It's
vanilla.
yeah, it probably has some flavors. So yeah, it's not the same.
So,
All right.
are you ready for some cookie decorating? There's a pretty cookie ready to get beautified.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice just like that, I have to say.
This is, I love this cutter. This is the 3 1/4 inch heart from Ann Clark Cookie Cutters. It's also in my Global Valley store.
Oh, where's the button?
So everything I'm using today is available in that store. Mara will put the link up there.
But
So
is this one of your bundles? What you're demoing?
No, but it's like you can get all the things.
There's
So
the
if you
link.
go to, yeah.
It's such a nice cutter. I love the tapering at the end.
So I'm using tipless bags today just because I don't know why. People ask me, you know, when do you use tips? When do you not? I like tips because I feel like I can control where the icing is going. But sometimes I'm just not, you know, I feel kind of lazy and I don't want to deal with the tip and a coupler and cleaning. So today I'm going to use tipless. And you can even, like, if you don't have bags at home, you can just use like a sandwich bag and cut the corner off of the bag. So just to show you that you don't really need like special tools to do this.
And what are those pinks? Those are really nice.
This is Chef Master. I don't know if I have it here.
We are big into pinks, right? I love pink. I think Marlene also loves pink.
Yeah.
What's your favorite color, Amber?
She didn't answer though. Wait, what is it?
Chef Master Deep Pink.
Deep
Both of these.
But
I
they're both
love pink. I think pink is probably my favorite color.
But are they both?
This is both the same. Yep.
Oh, is it? Because it almost looks like electric pink. Maybe it's the like it's so, you know, vibrant.
Yeah. No, deep pink is really nice. I saw Sherry, you know Sherry.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember the name of her.
Yes. How sweet is that?
No.
Oh no?
Sherry Wilson.
Yeah,
oh, Sherry Wilson.
Yes,
yeah, she was on the cake.
So she uses this in a lot of her cake kits and makes these really beautiful like black icing cakes with bright pink swirls on top. So that's where I got the idea to use deep pink because it's so pretty. So, and like you were saying before, okay, so these have been sitting here for almost an hour and they've already separated a little bit.
Really?
Yeah, so I'm just going to, like, this is what Han was saying. You have to massage the bag to get them to...
In an hour?
Yes, it has happened to me as well. I think it depends on the ambient temperature or who knows.
Yeah, I don't know why. My icing might be a little thin too. Even after all these years, I still have issues with icing consistency.
I just wanted to mention, they were asking about other brands of food color if you're not in the easy, like United States, to get access to stuff. One brand that I have purchased and is UK is Rainbow Dust.
Yeah, I love that brand.
Yeah, it's a very nice brand.
There is another brand, I can't think of it now because I have purchased it here when we first arrived. It comes in a tube. It's not Pro-Gel. Pro-Gel is another color that is gives you nice results, but I think Marlene, you had told me that you experienced some bleeding, but the colorette from that line is beautiful. Pro-Gel.
Well, Rainbow Dust and Pro-Gel is the same thing, so yes.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. I didn't. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The other one, you can think of it. Funky Colors, maybe it's called, or something like that. The food coloring. Oh.
So, Creative Cookie Solutions is happy that you're struggling.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's because that's like most people have that issue, especially when you're just starting out. So it's always going to be a problem. You just have to empty out the bag and fix it and then put it back in the bag. Massaging, I don't think gets rid of air bubbles because they're still in the bag, I guess.
What I do, I kind of
and then maybe they'll rise up to the top of the bag. Yeah. I usually try to kind of stir them out before I fill the bag.
It's American, American. It's an American company.
All right, I'm going to cut the tip off of this bag. So this bag has a little seam. Got to put the seam facing you so it's up, so that way you're hole is not going to be smushed. Just cut.
Oh, those scissors are so cute.
Aren't they adorable?
Polka dot scissors. Oh, it says love me. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you can make cookies like that.
That would be cute. I have made scissor cookies before. Okay, now we're going to flood this. So I'm doing wet on wet technique, so I'm going to just try to get this icing on here as quickly as possible. I'm not going to worry too much about the placement right now because I'm going to fix it with the scribe tool in a second. And I use flood consistency for outlining and filling in. I don't do like a thicker outline.
Amber, do you have like a post on your blog?
Yeah, so if you go to SweetAmbs.com and then click on Cookie Decorating Tools at the top, you'll find my blog post about all the tools that I use and where to buy them.
And then the recipes are
Recipes are in the tutorial shop, and they're also available to my Patreon subscribers.
there's no slide for the Patreon on the.
Oh yeah, I don't think I made it. Is there like there's no, oh yeah.
There it is.
So I'm just using this to push the icing a little bit closer to the edge and follow the shape of the heart a little bit more.
Cheryl's asking about your scissors.
I got those, I'm pretty sure I got them in Japan when I went there like however many years ago. Okay. So now we're going to take our darker shade of pink and I'm going to cut a very small hole in this one. So that one was a little bit bigger for flooding and now this one's going to be for the details. I'm doing leopard print today.
So what was the consistency of your icing that you did on the heart? Oh, sorry.
Flood consistency, I use 15 to 20 second count. So that means that when you take a scoop of icing and drop it back into the bowl, it should take between 15 to 20 seconds to be completely smooth. So now I'll just put my little spots.
So Kristen's asking about edge, no edge. We've talked about this before. How close to the perimeter do you get?
Yeah, I like to leave a little bit of space around the edge. Maybe it's like 1/8 or so, a little bit more than that of an inch, because I like the way it looks when you can see a little bit of the cookie, but also the icing is going to keep spreading a little bit more, so I want to make sure that it's got room without spilling over the edge.
These are so nice.
Thanks.
These would be like, I'm not saying it's easy, but I mean, it's like designs like this that if you have a lot to do, you know, like let's say cookies for school, a class or something.
Right.
You could do this on the bunny cookies I show you. This could be a dress.
Oh yeah, that would be adorable.
Like, you know, on a rabbit, sure.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't think. Well, then you can do the zebra. You can do. I mean, it's a fashionable rabbit.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Really?
Why not?
Maybe it'll make him less of a prey. You know, he'll get.
A bunny here. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard that there is a bunny that crosses the road. You know how much I care for bunnies, so I would never hurt a bunny.
I don't have a picture here, but if you want to go on, is it on your Instagram that you did with the ruffles, Amber?
Oh yeah, that's on my Instagram. It should be in my blog too.
It's almost like it's you know, it's painted, like it's so perfect. Yes.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. It's a very very fierce rabbit.
All right, so let's bring these edible ink markers.
These like fashionable prints. Oh, look at these. These are available on Global Belly, right?
Yeah, so these are in that Global Belly store where you can get all my cookie decorating supplies. So these have this nice brush tip. A couple weeks ago, I used these to do names on cookies. If you were here watching that, you probably remember.
And if you missed it, you can go rewatch it.
Yes, it's on our Facebook and YouTube.
There's a playlist there, and you can find the videos.
Okay, so this one is totally dry. I let these cookies dry overnight. So for this part, you need it to be dry because I'm going to be drawing and painting around the edges. So I kind of just want to give it like a little like dark around the edges, and then I'm going to make it fade into the middle. So first I'm just going to make an outline. This, you don't have to like make it perfect outline because we're going to be brushing it in a second. I'll show you. So just outline it with the edible ink marker.
So these have dried overnight, right? 24 hours?
Yes. I mean, they probably only need like 8 hours to dry, but when I'm doing a design like this, I just flood one day and then let them dry and then do the details the following day. Okay, so you have your outline. And then...
Would you say that they're darker than Chef Master or Americolor markers?
No, some of them are like about the same, but like the yellow one is very light, but the others are like basically the same darkness or shade. I don't know what you would say of the other brands.
Oh,
Okay,
we're
so
losing
now
it
I'm
out.
going to use my favorite vodka for...
Okay, you paused. Okay.
Wait, no, I just saw this.
Devil Spring 151 proof vodka.
Right.
So it's your favorite vodka for?
For painting.
For painting, of course.
And my dad is eating his lunch.
Yes.
He watches. Hi. All right. So this is very strong vodka. Like you wouldn't want to drink this straight.
Yeah.
So you want to use alcohol when you're painting on royal icing because it won't dissolve the icing as you paint because it evaporates quickly. So I have some here in a little dish.
So don't pour a lot out into your dish.
No, you just need a little because it's going to evaporate quickly.
Exactly.
And it is not exactly cheap, is it?
No. I use very small amounts of this when I'm decorating. And this bottle has been used.
You can use a dropper to manipulate how much you put in.
Yes.
Yes.
I was distracted by the rice and beans comment. All right, so I'm just dipping a brush in here. This is a Wilton Decorator brush, also available in the shop.
Oh, they have those at Global Belly as well?
Yeah. All right, so I'm just going to take...
This technique Amber is using, you could use like a brown edible marker and create shading or, darker sections with that as well. I've done it to create like depth on icing without having to use food coloring,
Yes. So right. So usually you would use food coloring mixed with alcohol to paint.
Yeah, this looks nice.
But this is just another way to do that. It's a little bit easier, I think.
Oh, it's food color. It's
yeah.
applicator.
Right. So I'm just kind of like trying to spread it a little bit so that it fades in toward the center.
Do your cookies hi Aura, sorry, I don't know how to Hamide, I don't know how to pronounce your name, sorry.
Hamide, maybe.
Yes, do your cookies stay fresh after working with them for 2 days? Or do they put away between steps? Do you put them away between steps? You are all very talented. Thanks
thank you. Thank you. So I use agave syrup in my cookie recipe so that the cookies don't go stale. when you're leaving them out for 2 days, because you have, when you have all these steps to do, the cookie might dry out as you're working with it. So the agave syrup just kind of helps hold in the moisture, and so that it's not like rock hard after 2 days. So I like my cookies to be a little bit soft. That's why I do that.
Do you have an airbrush, Amber?
No, I do, but I haven't opened it.
Oh, you haven't opened it. That's
Okay. Spill the beans. When did you get it?
Probably like almost a year ago.
Okay.
I didn't buy it. It was a gift. But I'm afraid of it. I feel like it's going to be a big mess. I'm nervous to start, and that, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that's how most people feel. They're a little bit scared of the airbrush at first.
Yeah.
But once you open it up, you're like, why did I wait so long?
All right. I guess I'll have to.
Yeah, you like it, I think. You will definitely.
And your colors?
Huh?
You have your colors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Colors. I've got everything. I'm also like, I don't want to have to sit there and put it together. Like, that looks like a pain.
There's nothing to put together.
Well, that's
you haven't even opened the box. See, I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, that's when rice and beans can come and help.
Oh yeah.
But is it like, do you have to? I don't recall resembling mine. It came all I had to do like put the gut on.
But to answer the question, yes, you could airbrush the perimeter to get that made. For sure. Beautiful, Anne.
Oh, I love this. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Here, Amy's saying she also had a little bit of.
Oh, hey, Amy.
I've actually had, when I'm dusting things, it gets in my nose.
It does get in your nose, actually, because the airbrush, like it does get the airbrush color. It gets everywhere. I wanted to address this. So this is in regards to agave syrup. No, it's not the same as simple syrup.
It's more like, I think it's more like honey almost.
Yeah, I don't think simple syrup is, what's the word? It doesn't, does the simple syrup has the property that it absorbs moisture?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But I may be wrong.
So you could use corn syrup as an option.
Yeah, corn syrup is an option. Agave syrup or invert
golden syrup.
Golden syrup maybe, but golden syrup doesn't. It has it has color.
Yeah, but it's fine for the cookie dough.
Yeah.
Agave's pretty dark.
Yeah, that's true. Or you can use.
You have to clean the airbrush.
Yes, you do. That is crucial. That is very crucial. Once I left it and it clogged up, but it's pretty easy to take it apart.
Thank you, Sandy. That makes me feel better.
Bell has a good tutorial on how to take apart the airbrush gun.
But if you wash it like immediately after using it, you don't have to wash it like every time. It's like a deep cleaning. And some people just actually soak the whole gun, unscrew it and soak it in like your alcohol. It dilutes everything. And then you're good to go.
There's nothing wrong being more amazing.
Well, at least she can only go up.
She can only go up, yes. Well, I like it. Oh, Sandra hasn't opened her box either. Yes.
Yes, it dilutes everything.
Is vodka good for cleaning? I would think that it would mess up the rubber parts. No.
There's no rubber parts in the gun.
There are gaskets in the gun.
Oh, not my gun. It's all steel, stainless steel. Maybe yours has a rubber, but mine doesn't have any. It's all stainless steel.
At the end, I think it has a. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, mine is on a wireless airbrush, steel on steel. There's not an ounce of plastic.
No.
No. Well, that's yes, 2021 goal.
Mhm.
Pink airbrush. Yes, pink everything.
Yes, you could definitely do that. Just put a drop of pink food coloring and mix it with the alcohol, and then you can just paint it on the edges.
See, no rubber.
I have to see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm talking about something else. I don't know. Just be warned, when you finally do the brush cookie, we will all be waiting.
Maybe I should just do it live.
Yes. So
yeah, my first time.
Filmed, yes.
SweetAmbs using airbrush for the first time. Oh, I think I would like to see that.
Maybe we'll do that.
You'll get hang of it in no time.
Well, for those of you that are scared of your airbrush, forget about the cookies. Don't do cookies that day. Airbrush on paper. And so you airbrush on paper, you get acclimated, you kind of get, relaxed about it, and then you pull out the cookies. So then there's no pressure.
Where is the rubber seal, Tracy? I'm trying to think. I have to locate my airbrush somewhere in the boxes.
Well, I guess maybe they're all different, but mine has none.
No, I was just saying, if you submerge the whole thing in a vodka, which is 151 proof, I was wondering if the alcohol is going to do something with the rubber seal. Because they tell you not to use alcohol on the refrigerator, seals, whatever, to not to mess it up. So that's fine.
Here's another question with regards to that sugar you guys add.
Well, so for my recipe, I took out some of the sugar and then added back the agave because you don't want it to be super sweet.
Okay, that's a good.
How much do you do per batch?
I just do 1-to-1. So depending on how much, I took out a 1/4 cup of sugar and added in a 1/4 cup of agave.
Oh, okay, you add that much agave, okay.
Here's a question, Han.
Disclose maybe. No, we are fairly. No, we are fair. Well, we are. We are getting there. It's a slow process, yes, but
well, they've done some, aesthetic stuff, right?
When I unscrew the tip to clean it, yes, I have to check because I think there's a rubber piece. Yes. With airbrushing, what's the best, cheapest to learn from?
A free live stream here.
You mean the actual air?
With airbrushing, what's the best, cheapest? Maybe I'm confused about the question.
Yes, we're not sure.
Maybe you can reword it. I'm sorry, Sherry.
So if you're looking for an inexpensive airbrush unit, I have some listed on my Facebook page in an album where I have the tools. There's one, I think it's $50. So if you want to look at that. And inexpensive to learn from, well, there's YouTube is free. So there's there. Oh,
thank you, Linda. This is a popular recipe on the blog. I'm so glad that you like them. Thank you. Yes, the paper is, then you don't have to feel like you've ruined your cookies. Oh, you're not going to mess the gun. She's worried about messing the gun when cleaning it after using it on paper. No, you won't. It will be fine. You just clean it as usual. Yes, exactly. I pour it in my airbrush gun too. How long is your icing good on the counter?
I usually refrigerate it overnight when I'm done with my project. How about you guys?
I would say meringue based, it's good at room temperature for up to a month. I also prefer refrigerating it because it doesn't separate as much. I don't know. We don't.
Okay. So there's a website called Beanilla. Beanilla.
They sell vanilla bean in bulk.
Yes, and the prices are great. The quality is great. Yeah, don't buy it at the store because you get one in a tube for $10 and it's all dried out. So if you, Vanilla.com.
Oh,
No, Karen, you can, well, I guess once you use airbrush for food, you can use it with not if you plan on using it on food again.
yeah,
I
exactly.
would recommend it. You need to separate those two. They are not interchange. You can't. Yeah, you can't do that
Yeah.
because you're introducing a non-edible paint to an edible environment, and you don't want people to eat that, no matter how much you cleaned it.
And Stacy, I highly recommend it. I have like 5, and so when you're working on multiple colors, it works so much better when you have multiple airbrushes. So Amber, you're gonna do one more, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I'm just doing the same thing again, so I don't,
Do you? Where are these going? Are these for your girls?
Yeah.
They'll be excited.
Yeah, I just did them for today, so.
Well, maybe your dad could have dessert for.
Oh, yeah.
Go put them in his mailbox.
Yes, that is true, Cindy. If you airbrush, but you can airbrush. I think Marlene maybe can answer this better. You can airbrush on a kind of angle, so you don't get too much overspray on your cookie, right? You have to be more careful. But yes, there's definitely a possibility of overspray.
And then it's like, depending on your design, sometimes it doesn't even, like, you're not even airbrushing close to the edge. It depends what you're doing, And as you get more comfortable with your airbrush, you can kind of control how much overspray there is.
We all do. Some of us are green with envy.
Oh, thank you.
I am literally green. This is like a green olive colored shirt.
So very nice. So if you're looking to learn more about cookie decorating, we're all on Patreon. You can just search our handles. So you just type either Haniela, SweetAmbs, or Montreal Confection.
This is me. Then we have SweetAmbs.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Marlene.
Oh, the camera stop.
Camera says it's time to go.
And for those of you who are new to our streams, we do these streams for now, 3 of us once a week. Marlene also does streaming on Facebook and YouTube on Tuesday. And you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest.
You name it, usual places.
TikTok, although I'm not very active on TikTok.
Oh, I'm on TikTok. You guys have to, I mean, it's weird at first, but like once you get into it.
Are you still doing TikTok?
I mean, I don't like post that many, but I'm just on there like.
You're on there to look at all the.
Well,
have you done any of the TikTok dances?
No.
No, okay.
You take like a TikTok challenge and then you apply it to cookies, Jeremy knows.
I deleted my TikTok because too much of my life was being sucked away from me, so I deleted it.
Yeah, one had to go, I know.
Yes, I know. It is so true, yes.
So Linda and Michelle are mad at us. I don't know why. I clicked on the heads there.
Sorry,
so we're sorry if we've upset you. Thanks.
Hopefully tomorrow is going to be a better day. Thank you, everyone. I think we can wrap it up maybe soon.
Yeah, we're done. Thanks.
Thanks so much, guys. I hope everyone has a good weekend. We'll see you
next Friday.
Next Friday. Bye.
Bye.